I was put to, you screamed. What should I do now? Well, let's look at your options. And I say that tongue-in-cheek because I know you're in pain right now and not really ready for my awful puns. But seriously, you do have choices. We need to examine those choices before you dramatically decide your life is over and you're never going to trade options again. Some of you are brand new to option trading. So first, let's examine why you got put to. When you buy an option position, you have rights. No one can force you to do anything. You decide. It's your choice. But when you sell options, you assume an obligation. So if you're put to, the obligation is someone can force you to buy the stock at the strike price you sold it for. Hence, put to is what the other side is doing to you. If you sold a call position, the obligation you are assuming is you can be forced to provide the stock at a certain price, the strike price. The stock is called out at that strike price, and you are forced to buy the stock at the current market price and then provide it at the lower price. You lose automatically. These situations are never pleasant for any trader, with one exception. You may want to get put to or called out, and we'll discuss that in a future video. Before I go on with this discussion of your choices when you're put to, I want you to know we are going to do a special deep dive in this week's regular Thursday webinar. The subject is how to spot and how to avoid getting called out or put to. You can join this webinar for just $1 if you sign up below. My name is Maggie Roth, and I've been trading successfully for many years. Guys, I really hate getting put to. I then have to use a lot of my energy and time to evaluate what I'm going to do and, get out of the problem. Now back to the choices you have when you're put to. First, you need to decide, was it just the stock that was affected or was it the market in a whole? If the reason you were put to was stock specific, you have to decide whether to stay in or just get out. An example of this is when a company had a really bad financial disaster and people are selling the stock off like a stampede. Well, I would dump it and just go lick my wounds. There's no salvaging that. If the reason is the whole market is in a downturn and it looks like it would recover, I would hold on to the stock, let it recover back to the price I got put to, and then sell it without any loss at all. When you sell an option, you generally buy another position as protection. One of your choices is you can exercise that long position and then you'll lose only the difference between the two strikes. But my favorite choice is to begin to sell covered calls against the stock I now hold. And keep doing it at the same strike that you got put to, and over time the stock will recover and you'll get called out once that covered call moves into the money. It's kind of a win because even though you sold the stock at the same price, you end up making money because of all the covered calls you sold along the way. You win. Thanks for watching, and I hope you take advantage of the special offer out there so you can see this week's webinar. And I will see you on future videos.